Hi, have a pleasant day. In this video, we're going to discuss the characteristics and species that are mostly found in aquatic and forest ecosystem. We are also explaining the essential components for an organism used for survival and the limiting factors that may affect them, and also the threat and conservation strategies among the species living in both the ecosystem.
Did you know that ecosystems that occupy the most surface on Earth are aquatic? Let's dive right in. Characteristics of aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem is defined as water-based habitats of an ecosystem in which all living species interact with the environment's physical and chemical properties. Water plays a major role in the lives of many living organisms that rely on water to support their food, shelter, reproduction, and a variety of other life functions. The two main types of aquatic ecosystems are marine ecosystems and freshwater ecosystems. Most of the species that are found in aquatic ecosystems are fish, amphibians, and marines, and freshwater mammals to some aquatic birds and some reptiles that spend a good part of their lives in the water. Very close to it is on the shores or flying around it. Some examples are sharks, whales, dolphins, starfish, crayfish, seagulls, swans, frogs, and turtles.
What are the essential components for an organisms used to survive in the limiting factor that may affect them? The degree of biodiversity found in aquatic ecosystems is dependent upon the biotic factors present in that habitat. Abiotic factors in aquatic ecosystems refer to any non-living component of an ecosystem. Some examples of abiotic factors in aquatic systems include light, salinity, oxygen content, rate of water flow, depth, temperature, and acidity. And these are the limiting factors that affect the organisms. Let's consider the carrying capacity of the environment, that is, the maximum population of a species of an environment can sustain. These factors include the amount of available food, the number of a species, predators, disease, and parasites.
Other threats to aquatic biodiversity include urban development and resource-based industries, such as mining and forestry that destroy or reduce natural habitats. In addition, air and water pollution, sedimentation and erosion, and climate change also pose threats to aquatic biodiversity. Aquatic conservation strategies support sustainable development by protecting biological resources in ways that will preserve habitat and ecosystem.
Thank you for the quick deep tour in the aquatic ecosystem. At this juncture, allow me to escort you into an inland adventure and into the forest ecosystem, which comprises of operation of soil, plants, animals, organisms, and microorganisms that functions together with all the non-physical factors of the environment. So what is the characteristic of forest ecosystem? The forest ecosystem has a warm temperature and sufficient rainfall that results in the development of many ponds, lakes, and etc. It maintains climate and rainfall and protects biodiversity and a lot of animals. The soil of the forest ecosystem is abundant in organic matter in nutrients that help the growth of the trees. The commonly found species in forest ecosystem include squirrel, deer, black bears, raccoons, coyotes, and numerous birds including warblers, owls, woodpeckers, and hawks.
Forest ecosystems have a number of essential components for an organism's survival and the limiting factors that may affect them. The first is a food source that provides energy for an organism to grow and reproduce. This can be from plants, animals, or nutrients from the soil. The second is water, which is needed for plants to grow, animals to survive, and humans to drink. The third is a shelter that protects an organism from the elements such as heat, cold, and rain. The fourth is sunlight, which provides energy for photosynthesis by plants, animals, and humans. Lastly, there are predators which keep the population of an organism in check so that they don't overpopulate and destroy the entire ecosystem.
A common fact about the forest ecosystem is that it plays a huge role in making the planet habitable and sustainable for those who are in it. Hence, the need to take care of it is a necessity. Furthermore, in a national context, the threat to the forest ecosystem are extractive industries, increased population density in the urban sprawl, limited coverage of tenure rights, etc. While on the other hand, Filipino ways to conserve our forests are through legislative processes. For instance, we have Republic Act 3701, which prohibits unlawful occupation and destruction of public forests, or we also have Presidential Decree 705, or the Forestry Reform Code of the Philippines, which states that the harvest of timber and any forest land or product without license is a qualified theft. Or for small group conservation strategies, we also have cleaning, tree planting, etc.
There you have it. I hope you enjoy and like our video presentation about forest and aquatic ecosystem. Thank you and mabuhay!